deadly animals you will be glad to know are extinct. Life on Earth has existed for almost 4 billion years, and much of it has not been very pleasant. Excellent work, evolution. We'll all have nightmares tonight. To know the 8 deadly animals you will be glad to know are extinct, keep watching. Number 8. Helicoprion. Helicoprion was a predator whose teeth grew in a wheel-like pattern rather than shed. That lethal whorl was lodged somewhere in Helicoprion's lower jaw. Some scientists have called Helicoprion a buzzsaw killer. However, the actual appearance of this Permian-Triassic-era beast is unknown. We only know one thing: teeth. Number 7. Dino-shark with a snout of doom. Edestus, like Helicoprion, is an extinct animal whose precise shape is unknown. Edestus, like Helicoprion, did not shed teeth. Instead, it just produced new teeth and gums at the rear of the mouth, pushing the previous teeth and gums forward and resulting in some tooth-tastic oral display. According to a scientific publication from approximately 1900, Edestus looked like this. Others have speculated that the mouth resembled a monstrous set of pinking shears. Number 6. Eurypterid. The largest arthropods, the category that includes insects, spiders, crabs, and lobsters, that ever lived are Eurypterids, which were 8-foot sea scorpions. They were the top predators in their aquatic surroundings 390 million years ago, eating everything their claws could get their hands on. Those claws, by the way, are mouth parts that may grow to be 1.5 feet long. The largest 8-foot Eurypterids might reach 11 feet in length, with their claw mouthparts completely extended. Not something you want to come upon when swimming. Number 5. Basilosaurus. Whales were not always ocean dwellers. Their ancestors lived on the land before migrating to the sea some 50 million years ago. They went through some difficult years before becoming the whales we recognize and admire today. Take, for example, Basilosaurus, whose 3-foot head may be shown in our evolving planet display. According to recent research, this 60-foot leviathan exhibited a biting force comparable to T-Rex, which it used to shatter apart the skulls of other smaller whales. Number 4. Therizinosaurus. Yes, we have the largest and baddest T-Rex ever, but Sue isn't the only dinosaur you don't want to meet. Exhibit A. Therizinosaurus cheloniformis, the lake Cretaceous Freddy Krueger. It had 3-foot claws. No one has recovered its head yet, but experts believe it looks something like this. Not to mention T. cheloniformis is reported to be about 33 feet long, or around the length of a school bus. One ray of hope: they were most likely herbivorous and utilized their claws to rip down plant material to consume. Number 3. Meganeuropsis. Extend your arm. The distance between your fingertips and your shoulder is probably around 28 inches, which also happens to be the wingspan of the largest insects ever to fly. Meganeuropsis were giant dragonflies that existed 250 to 300 million years ago. Scientists are still disputing why these insects grew to be so massive. Some believe insects were restricted in size by the quantity of oxygen they can take in. Therefore, the percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere determines how big they can grow. Because atmospheric oxygen levels were higher during the Permian, these insects could grow to huge proportions. Others believe they were able to grow larger simply because there were no flying predators like birds to prey on them. In any case, if these bugs are buzzing around, you'll need a fly swatter the size of a mattress. Number 2. Arctodus similis. So you believe today's grizzly bears were dangerous? A large Arctodus similis, commonly known as the short-faced bear, could reach a height of 12 feet when standing on its hind limbs and attain speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Some studies believe it was an omnivore, like many of today's bears, but chemical examination of its bones suggests it ate meat nearly exclusively, and it would have required to devour 35 pounds of flesh per day. And given that they were extinct barely 11,000 years ago, there's a good probability that humans had to cope with them. By deal with, we mean get eaten by. Number 1. Tully monster. Not the most frightening of the bunch, but A, it has the word monster in its name, and B, it's the Field Museum's turn to brag. A tropical sea once covered Illinois, and the Mazon Creek region outside of Chicago is rich in soft-bodied animal fossils. The The field houses the world's greatest array of these fossils, including some odd ones known as Tully monsters that have baffled scientists for decades. The foot-long monsters feature stalked, mounted eyeballs and a mouth linked to a noodly proboscis. They're pretty odd. But in 2016, Field Museum scientists discovered what they are: jawless fish, distant cousins of the horrific lampreys that are still alive and conquering the Great Lakes. That sounds rather monstrous to us. So which of these deadly animals do you find to be the most terrifying? Comment below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching!